I did everything the Americans are doing. Not exactly because I was not between the Americans, the real Americans. I was still mingling with Jewish, but people over here before me, a long time before me, and they explain me this and this, how to behave, how to do, and how they doing and everything.
Yeah.
And I envied them, and I always wanted to be a real American.
Those neighborhood stores were all friendly, you know, everybody in the neighborhood knew this one or that one, and they all knew each other. And my father was very friendly, but he was a particular cuss, this Giannidelli. He wouldn't let anybody handle the records, but you went there for an afternoon enjoyment, just to listen to music and to enjoy whatever repast he had was serving, like your ice cream, as I mentioned before, and figs or other like cookies of some kind, and we would listen to records. Well, it was an Italian newspaper. It was called the L'Opinione, the Opinion, or Il Progresso. They were Italian newspapers, and we catered. We did have a big Italian clientele, naturally living in an Italian neighborhood. But we got people from all over because my dad would import records also, and he would sell things that no other stores would even attempt to stock. And we were more on the operatic line. Our recordings were mostly opera, Italian folk songs, the ethnic sort of thing, and rather than symphonies or popper music.
Right.
Our forte was the classical and the Italian folk songs.
There was only a time that when you went a certain boundary and they were waiting on a corner for you, they would stop, take out whatever you got in your pocket or something like that. They wouldn't beat you up, you know. But then as we got a little older, we started playing ball and we all became friends.
In our neighborhood, this is when I was a child growing up, the coloreds didn't mingle. The Irish, we weren't allowed because they didn't want no parts of us. They used to call us spaghetti benders at that time. But they were pretty friendly.
No, they didn't do that. They just took a bath. I was with a group of Jewish boys, you know, and I mingled with them a lot. Them and their father, they took me there. Then I started going there myself because I lived on a territory with, in fact, on Saturdays, I used to go light the gas for them because they were Orthodox Jews. They wouldn't light their own gas. That was a religion. And I would kill their chickens. I'd bring a block of wood, lay the chicken's head on it, and chop the head off. I used to make a dime.
They used to make so much fun of European people. They used to push the European people around. When I came from Poland, my brother sent me to school. He sent me to city school, you know, night school. As soon as they find out I couldn't speak English, they pushed me around. They called me Greenie. I came home and I said to my brother, what's that mean, Greenie? They say, oh, they make fun of you because you can't speak English. I says, if I take them to Poland, would they speak Polish?
In July 1923, I finally arrived to Philadelphia. It was a trash day, a very hot, muggy day. Me coming from a seashore place where there is always a breeze, you know. Oh, it made me very sad. As I say, the architecture, I didn't like her. Having lived in Rome and having, you know, everything was the same. Every street was the same, every door was the same, every house. But every house you go in, you know exactly where to go. You go up the stairs, the bedrooms are upstairs, the bathrooms to the left. Well, where I came from, each house was different. I wanted to work. I wanted to work because I wanted to go back to Italy. I wanted to earn money to go back to Italy. So, as I said, I arrived in July after Labor Day when school opened. I enrolled at South Philadelphia High School, and I wanted to learn English. And at the school, the teacher, well, we were all foreigners there. We all were there that they wanted to learn the language. One of the first things they taught us was to ask for a job. Have you a job for me? And on 3 words of English, I went out and I got myself a job.
And because when they came from the old country, I don't think they had 60 cents to rub with one another. They didn't have nothing. That's right. God bless America. You'll be surprised how much I say, thank the Lord they came here. They came to America. They could have went someplace else.
But you preferred to stay in America to live?
Oh, yeah, oh, definitely, yes.
Why?
Well, everybody, my children were here. My husband was here. My mother and father were here. My sisters and brothers were here. I had my roots here already.
He was obligated. If not, he'd be blackballed. We'd look at him like a son of a gun, you know what I mean?
Huh?
You know, he left a family like that. We wouldn't even talk to the guy. Because, you know, we thought he's got an obligation. He's got 6 kids. He leaves his wife. What kind of guy could he be? All right, his wife maybe is no good, you know. But you got kids. There you got to see him, put them to school and get them on their feet. Then if you want to dump it.
Since we weren't allowed to bring anybody in, my father was a type of man that if you spoke to a man, he's supposed to come to your house, ask for your hand, like the old timers. That's what they did in them days, see. And you get married. See, you were strict. You weren't allowed to know what they were or anything. And in them days, like you weren't allowed to marry out of your own, you know. But since I was raised so strict, that I despised the Italian people, and that was my father. He was strict. You weren't allowed, you know what I mean, to go with nobody.
You know, when I hear the national anthem over here, I get melancholy. You know, it hits me, you know what I mean? I love this country. You know, I work in someone says, the hell does it? But it's me. I got it in my blood. I love this country. You understand? America's America. I don't think there's a place in the world like this country.